Hi YouTube family, RC PopPop here. I'm bringing you a mod that I'm going to do for the SCX 24. It's for my Chevy. It is the aluminum front and rear adjustable shock towers. So here we go. I already got it set up, so it'll be a lot easier. So bear with me here. So what we're doing is Hot Racing makes this, and it's actually the these are the rear adjustable shock mounts. Excuse me, the front, because the AE6 will sit right here on it, so it's going to replace this here. And then I have the other one, oops, that I just dropped right here, that's going to replace this here, this one right here. I already replaced this one with that one, and I have this one already. So let's get going. So you would take off the tire first, and first I'm just going to put on this small one here, right there. So it's just a single piece, and then later I'll show you how to do the the actual platform. So you remove the shock. First you'd remove the tire so you can get to the shock. Then you'd remove the shock there. And I live by these things. You gotta have a magnetic dish just to hold these little screws, because these are microscopic screws, and you can lose them easy. So I just leave that in there, and then there's two other screws here to take off the shock mount there. So take this one off. And these screws are so tiny, you got to be very careful. You don't want to strip them out, and you don't want to drop them, because if you drop them, you're never going to find them. I spent hours on the floor looking for small little screws. It's always good to have extras, just so that if you do drop one, you can find it later when you're vacuuming. So there it is. I took off the mount, and now I'm going to replace it with the new metal mount. And so it came with these small stainless screws, so I'm actually going to use them, and they will allow me to have extra screws. So I'd like to get a bunch of these stainless ones. See, they're tiny, and do the whole truck in them. So I think it goes this way. So it goes through the little screw, and then screw it onto there. And don't cross thread it, just get it started. And once you get it in there, lock it down. Make sure it is even with the other one, and I already did the other one. So that just showing you, so it would take not so much time. Put these two in there, and that's it. I changed it, see that? So it's that easy. So you remove the tire, you take off the shock, you take out the two screws, you remove the old shock mount, you put in the new metal shock mount, and then you take this shock. I left the screw in there. I have stainless screws for the shocks too. I will change those later, but for camera's sake, I'll just show you how this goes on, and I'll do that later off camera. So I put it, I believe, on the bottom one. So you have 3 different adjustments: top, middle, high, let's see, the top, center, and then bottom, and then you have center, middle, and side. So you have 6 adjustments with these shocks. So I put it on the very lowest because I want the truck to be pushed up. So that one and that one is on the lowest, and they're on the same one in the center, and there you have it. So then I put the tire back on. Tire back on. These screws are next to impossible. It's actually a challenge to work with them. I really like it because with my problems that I've had, I have nerve damage, and I can't really do what my brain tells my hands to do something, and my hands don't listen all the time. So it's really a challenge working on these small little rock crawlers. For me, extra challenge. There you have it. Look at that. So much higher now. I like it. Nice. Okay, now, so on this one, I already took off the small pin in the back. So I'm going to take off this, and then these 2 screws, and I already did it on the other side. So let me do that for you now. So I'll take off this, and that will take this off, like so. I'll just leave that in there. Now I'll take it all the way out, because I won't be using that no more. And then again, let's see, I don't think I have to take off the tire because I'm above it. So I take off the shock here. And I already did it on the other side. And then I will remove this one because we're replacing all of that. See that? We're replacing all of it. So take off this screw. And again, they gave me stainless screws, so if I got the stainless screws, I'll be using them. Then I take off this one, and that should be the whole plate. That off, and there you have it. I move this off here. It comes off there, out, and then let's take this off. There. The whole plate comes off, and I can take this and cut the 2-sided tape off of the old board. Come off like that. Might even be able to reuse the tape. Got it off. See there? There it is. And this is the replacement for it. This is going to go like so. No. This. This, and then you got to really try not to break it. Gotta manipulate it in there, get it in there at an angle. Can't really, I don't know if I could get it in this way. Let's see, move it this way and let's try to do this side first. See, it's really much wider than I'm gonna have to, I think, take this off right here just to give me some room, some stretch. Let's try that. that'll work. See that? Like I said, you have to sometimes MacGyver some stuff. So let's see. There it's in and in. Set that up. Wow. There we go. Get that screw in. Is that it? And then let's see if this screw go back in there. Right here. See if it goes back in. Let's see, it's not lining up. So I don't know why it's not lining up. Oh, it is. Just looks like it's not lining up. Okay. Get this in there for you. Really? Look at that, time consuming. That's screwed in there. And then this one in there. And I did it. Look at that. See that? That in there. And then bring the shock back up. See, I didn't take the... Again, I got stainless screws for the...